care to know who is your enemy. I don't even care to know what they have done in your life. And I don't care to know whatever they have said or whatever that they did that you are suffering, that you have been laboring, you have been doing a lot of things, running helter scatter, like walking like an elephant and you're eating like ants because of the enemy. Is that enemy your household enemy, your colleague enemy, your marriage enemy? Wherever this enemy are coming from, let me tell you, today is the end of this enemy. If only you are going to follow the procedure that I'm going to give you, like you are going to pay attention, watch this video to the end and follow the procedure. Believe you me, this will be the end of enemies in your life. You heard me. So follow the procedure and thank God later. So stay tuned while I share with you. But before then, you're welcome back to my channel. If you are seeing me for the first time, you're welcome. Please do subscribe or follow me. Here I share more tips on how to help your life in daily basis. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming back. I love you and stay blessed. So guys, is enough. Like, I've been hearing a lot of this on my comment, on my DM. Lady P, what can I do so that I will take rid of enemies? What can I do so that I will chase my enemies, my house? Like, don't worry, this is the end. This is the end. Let me tell you, God has given us the power. God has given us the so many ways on how to deal with our enemies. Yes, you heard me. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you this powerful psalm that you can read and all your enemies will run away from you. All your enemies will be far away from you. All your enemies will never think about you again. All your enemies will never remember you again. Psalm is very powerful. Psalm is a book that, or a verses that you must not joke with, because all the solutions of our problems are in Psalms. Yes, Psalm is very, very powerful that you can use to do signs and wonders. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you, I'm going to be sharing with us this amazing Psalm to get rid of enemies, whether it's a household enemy, side chick, enemies of marriage, enemies of husband, enemies of wife, wherever enemy are coming from. Is in your working place and you're working and there's so many conspiracies against you, there is so many gossiping against you, that you are doing business, in where you are doing business they have ganged up against you, they have done so many evil in your business that you go to your shop, others are selling, you are not selling. Do you have a neighbor that vowed to frustrate you, that vowed to limit you, in that vow that you are not going to achieve anything in that particular place you are selling? Please pay attention to the end of this video. The reason why I'm explaining this is so that you will understand. In a situation, you need to read this psalm and read it with understanding when you make your prayers. Yes. So guys, I'm talking about Psalm number 100. Yes. So if you are suffering from enemy's wickedness, if somebody have promised to limit you in life, if somebody have promised to bring you down in life, and you've tried a lot of things, no progress, this is the psalm that you need. This is the psalm that you need to pray. Now you're going to be reading this psalm 7 times every day. Now let me remind you, do you know that 7 spiritually is a 7, when it comes to spirituality, 7 spiritually means perfection. 7 spiritually means completion. 7 spiritually means establishment. All right? Yes, you heard me. So you have to read these psalms. You have to read these psalms 7 times every day. So you know that in this case, like, I will advise you fast. If you can fast, please, if you have the strength to fast, because these enemies are not joking. Anybody that vowed that you are not going to make progress in life, you don't have to be pity. Anybody that vowed that things will not work for you in life, you don't need to be pity with that person, for that person. So you need to stand and fight, make this particular attempt, and you will come back and thank me later. You will come back and glorify God later. Now, this is how to do this. Let me tell you, you are going to be reading these psalms every day, 7 times. That is completion, perfection. All right? Now, every day if you wake up in the morning, pray with this. And even if you go to your shop, even at your time that you do business, when you go to your business, Make out time. If you have time, make out time to read the psalm. But let's assume maybe you are working in a busy place that you cannot do this. Make sure you do it in the morning. Read it in the morning and read it. You can read it in the morning 3 times. Then you come back and read it in the night 4 times. Make sure you read this psalm seven times, praying according to the enemies. Is that household enemy, that frustrator that vow to deal with you? Let me tell you now. For example, maybe you have somebody that you know. When you are doing any of this spiritual thing, please be sensitive. Most of the time, don't mention anybody's name, because God knows your enemy. God knows the person that is after you. So when you discover that this situation that you are going through, or maybe you got married into a particular place, they're trying to frustrate you, they're trying to take you out from your marriage. Yeah, this particular person is against me. You are very sure, heaven and earth is very sure that this person is frustrating you. When you're making this prayer, you can hand that person over to God using this psalm. Oh God, that so person vowed that I'm not going to be at peace in this particular space that I am, in this particular office, in my marriage, in my business. God, let there be judgment. Now, when you read this psalm, you will understand the reason why I asked you to read this psalm. All right, then you begin to make the prayer. After you don't pray in, my dear, for the first day, the next day, repeat the next day, repeat it again. The other day, repeat it. You are going to be repeating this psalm for 7 times. 7 times every day for 7 days. 7 times every day for 7 days. And you are going to see. You are going to see all your enemies. If the ones that are living in your house, they will run away from your house. If those ones that are unknown to you, they will come and confess and ask for forgiveness. If those ones that is far from you, God is going to see all their mouths against you. Yes, it's very, very powerful. If you are the type that you have so many enemies in your business, in your working place, in your office, you are working and they are conspiring against you. When you go to your office, you start feeling some negative things, you start feeling some dangerous things, you start being sick, you start having some prayers and all that. My dear, when you go to that office, read Psalm 7 times before you start work in that office. Read Psalm 7 times. Read Psalm 100. 7 means the number that you are to read the psalm and the days you need to read the psalm. Read Psalm 100 7 times before you start working. When you come the next day, read it 7 times before you start working. When you come the other day, read it. Do it like this continually for 7 days. You are going to see those that gang up against you in that office, they will run away. It's not much that the hands are not clean about you, my dear. You are going to, both the ones that you know or the ones that you don't know, they are going to run away and leave you. Psalm is very powerful. If I should be telling you the spiritual benefit of Psalms, if I should be telling you every spiritual attachment to every facet of Psalms, you are going to glorify God. You are going to be happy. You are not going to be afraid. You will know that God is really, that we humans are really blessed by God. So this particular one, read it when you discover there is so many enemies around you. When you discover there is so much haters around you, so many gossipers around you, when you know that you are innocent, you are not guilty of that particular thing, read this psalm and you're going to see miracles start happening. Please don't forget to come back to share your testimony, please. And don't forget also to share this video. If you follow me up to this moment, please don't forget to subscribe. Here I also share with you some spiritual things that we use in daily basis that we can use spiritually to solve most of our spiritual problem. So thank you for watching. Remember Psalm 100. Don't fail this particular amazing recipe and have peace of mind. God bless you as you read it. See you in my next one. Bye bye.